Hello, my name is Frank Castillo, and welcome to Roast Battle League Weekly, RBL, right? Did I get that right? Yeah!
RBL
My
Weekly.
name is Frank Castillo. I am the Roast Battle Season 2 champ. Here with me is Nicole Becannon, Roast Battle Season 3.
Yep, that's where we're from.
What up?
No roast battle commish pat today.
No.
We took over. It's
Yeah,
a takeover.
we beat them up in the
No
parking
more white
lot.
guys. Not
No
here.
more
Not here.
White guys. No, we miss you, Pat. I love you. Awesome. Yeah, I am very excited to take a look at this week's battles. You ready?
Yeah, we got our first one at number 5. It was a battle from New York.
Ooh,
I like the
who
New
do we
York
got?
battles. We got John Ahoda versus Ilya Laxon.
Great
So,
names.
Let's take a look at the number 5 battle.
So John, just so you guys are aware, John is 50% Indian and 50% Italian, which means he has 100% hit a woman.
I just want to thank you for taking a break from complaining about all female Ghostbusters to be here. But, doesn't Ilya look like the only reason he didn't storm the Capitol was because it was date night with his anime body pillow?
Energy, round 2. Give him a round of applause.
So Ilya and I we're very good friends, but sometimes we fight a lot. We're very close, but we fight. We're like Israel and Palestine, you know? I'm Palestine because I'm brown and hot-headed, and he's Israel because he's Jewish and doesn't deserve to exist.
John's mother, he told me his mom is actually a flat earther. Wow, what a dumb cunt. She must have been so disappointed when your dad left and moved to the other side of the flat disc. John's really into Asian chicks, in case that wasn't obvious. He just likes chicks with the same body type as him, right? He's also really into anime. I'm pretty sure he jerks off to tentacle porn, but it's not weird because he's Indian, so he's used to worshiping creatures with 8 arms. John, you look like you still have a learner's permit for your magic carpet.
Listen, Ilya and I are both born and raised in New Jersey, except I'm from Middlesex County, and he's from non-consensual sex county. You might recognize Ilya from his series of YouTube videos called Comedian Owns Feminist Heckler with Facts and Logic. In parentheses, get owned libtards. All right.
Thank you, Slumdog Thousandaire. John, his day job, he works for a company that makes signs. Let me guess, are they signs of autism? John, you look like you pay women to sniff their feet. Not for sexual reasons, it's just the smell reminds you of home.
Listen, all right, despite looking at him, Ilya is actually incredible with women, okay? One time we went to this girl's birthday party, and he met her that night and fucked her that same night. And I was like, wow, dude. He goes, yeah, I do this at every bat mitzvah.
I was offended at every... No, what do you think?
That was a fun one.
That was fun.
I liked it. They clearly, they're funny. They are clearly friends. They're standing real close to each other. I like that about them too. But yeah, I thought it was a fun time. It was a 3-round battle, a lot of jokes.
That's tough. I think we can both agree how tough it is to do 3 rounds and have to write that many jokes and then all of them be good and to keep the energy up the whole show.
It's very tough. Well, it depends on who you're writing about, because sometimes it can be hard when you don't know the person very well, or they're kind of a boring whatever person to write about, because a lot of times you fall into the trap of doing whatever 9-10 of the same type of jokes.
Yeah, very surface level. Like, if you see any guy get in from the Middle East in a battle, you're gonna hear like a 7-Eleven joke, a tech support joke. What else? Just like a lot of like easy.
We saw that in that battle. I think John had a lot more variety.
Mm-hmm.
In his topics of jokes. It is easy to fall into the race trap there.
Yeah.
It was a fun battle. I like doing 3-round battles actually more. I think it's easier, in my opinion, because to me, well, one, you're doing, you have them in rounds, so it's not just like straight through 5 jokes.
Each
So you
one
kind
can
of have a
be
break
different.
in between. You have
Yeah.
a break in between.
You can stylize them.
Yeah, you can recalibrate, re-strategize. And also, I love a round 2. Round 2s of a 3-round battle are my favorite, where you just get to go boom, boom, boom. You can do whatever you want. You can have it thematic. You can kind of use your first joke to set up the second and third joke. There's just more stuff and more strategy involved in a round 2. I miss being able to do. We don't really do 3 rounds in LA
and
anymore.
that was the thing that I saw with this was in a lot of those round 2s. One of the guys, I think it was the gentleman on the right, John. He kept starting and stopping, or like he'd start a joke and it'd end, and then be like, "Well, I was just kidding," or "I lied about that." It was like, no, you can just keep going into the next one and just roll 3 in together.
Yeah.
And then you can cut out all those extra like stutter steps.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people will do that just in general. They'll bomb a joke and then be like, they'll just keep going and be like, because that wasn't the real joke. I was just saying that.
Psych.
And now this is the real joke.
This one's the one that counts.
Yeah. I've watched, I know a couple of LA battlers who have openly admitted to me that they do that. They're like, yeah, I just keep going until I hit one. Like, that's not fair. But yeah, no, that was a really fun battle to watch. New York's always killing it in the roast battle scene. I didn't like that Ilya started out making us do math with the 50%. I also didn't know that beating your wife was an Indian stereotype. Is that an Indian stereotype?
I knew it was an
I
Italian
get the Italian one, but I didn't know it was an Indian
Yeah.
stereotype.
I mean,
I think he might have made up a stereotype there.
well, I mean, I believed it.
Which I think people do in roast, but they make up stereotypes. They make up and the audience sometimes will just go along with it. They're like, yeah, I guess if you say so.
It's so believable. They're
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah, I guess Asian people do sit down a lot. That's it's a good way to write a joke that's never been done before, but it's still his. You just make it seem like it makes sense.
Absolutely. If you sell it with confidence, we'll believe you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Which brings us to, speaking of a lot of confidence and selling it, that brings us to our next battle, number 4, which is?
Number 4 is Adam Quasilo, and that's me faking confidence of knowing how to pronounce that name. Adam Quasilo versus Christian Royce. It's going to be our Chicago battle.
Battle number 4, Chicago.
Let's get the fact jokes out of the way. Adam's so fat, he gotta pay property tax on a bus pass. I caught him wearing a tank top on the red line. The bums called him out for gentrifying.
And I critique them on their jerk-off techniques. Christian used to be a rapper, but he switched to comedy when he found out that he didn't have to pay for beats to express how much he hates women.
You ugly motherfucker. Adam looked like if Lena Dunham had sex with Dustin from Stranger Things and the abortion didn't take. I don't know if y'all heard this nigga breathe, but he sounded like Darth Vader smoking Newports out of a hole in his throat. No, shut up. That's why this nigga ain't getting no pussy. Nobody want to hear symptoms of sleep apnea when you're going down on him. Nigga, you died twice.
I'll eat that pussy to a galaxy far, far away. All right. Yesterday, Christian texted me 2-week-old NBA news because he can't afford current internet. Christian claims he has a hot mom, but he refuses to show any of us a picture of her.
I claim.
Yeah, and I didn't know you could have a girlfriend who lives in Canada and an edible complex. I didn't know that.
Hey, I know we're both fat, but I don't know if you guys caught a side view. Adam built like a confused ladybug. You gotta pray for
I'm a ladybug, but I'm a man.
Chicago, I love it. That was good. I love that. That was fun.
Chicago, they had a good what? Yeah, well, I was gonna say Chicago. The audience was fire. Like
Yeah.
they were just loving it. I liked that. I liked all the act outs Christian did after his roast. You know, sometimes you just got to accentuate it with.
I love a
with
good act out.
act
There was
out.
a little chant at the store for a while where it was like, sometimes where like if the joke was terrible but they had an act out that was good, they'd be like, that act out though. And then I remember, people would get voted like they're like, that act out was great. We're gonna give it to you.
Yeah, it's like having a catchphrase or something. Like it's like it's it's a fallback. It's a
Yeah.
good fallback
It's good
for
crutch. It's good
yeah.
crutch.
But I do think that what was I gonna say? I do think that that was a really fun battle. I did enjoy the act outs. What do you think though about, because there were a few times where the judges kind of interrupted. How do you feel about judges interrupting the battles?
I think when I do it, it's fine. But when other people do it, you really got to wait. You should wait. You should give them their spot. No, I think you should give the battlers their opportunity to shine. Obviously, if it's fucking terrible and it's continuing to be bad,
Right.
maybe have one, but like make sure you squeeze it in to where like, you're not like stepping on anybody.
Exactly.
I think there's this rule of like, as long as you don't step on anybody, it's fine. It's this weird like, oh, you got it in on time,
Yeah, well, like the nice thing about roast battles, there's just so many elements to the show that even if the battle isn't going well, you got the judges in LA. You at one point had the wave. You have even the audience can sometimes be a part of the show. But I do think that when things are going well on stage for the battlers, you just got to give them their moment. And I think I've seen a lot of judges do that where they kind of want to make it about them. Especially if they used to battle. I think a lot of us are like, wait, but I got to be a part of this.
Yeah.
But and it can
Is this
be
an intervention right now? What's going on? No.
Frank, we need to talk to you about this. No,
Pat Marker comes out and I'm like, wow.
no. I think we're all a little guilty of doing it sometimes. Actually, my biggest pet peeve is before the battle. I think the judges should shut up before the battle.
Oh yeah, because sometimes I've had
on
judges
so many jokes.
step on multiple jokes of mine before going up, and then I'm like, great, now I have you know what I mean? Now you gotta like, in your brain you're like scrambling to replace it or think of whatever like other one you had on the back burner that you didn't make the cut because you're like, you just had this better one that now got stepped on.
Right. Yeah. No, I think they should kind of stay out of it until the end. But, it seemed like they were all having a fun time. I do think both of them were doing really well. The audience was enjoying it. So the judges jumping in, and also sometimes they were interrupting each other's jokes. And I think you got to keep the flow. You got to keep the flow. You can't step on each other's jokes. But it was a really fun battle to watch.
Yeah.
And the crowd was having a great time. The battlers were having a great time.
When the crowd's great, it's really like, the crowd really makes or break it.
Yeah.
When you see like a crowd just roaring for the jokes, you're like, oh, this is great, because sometimes they just want blood, and you're like, oh, I can feel it.
I mean, something I've learned from doing battles in a bunch of different cities is you can do the same jokes in front of two different crowds, and it can go wildly different, like so different. I've experienced that with Keith. We did a battle on the road where we did some of the same jokes that crushed in the belly room, and they weren't having it. They weren't having it in Houston.
I've heard stories of people going on the road, and they could tell like the battle was so close when they do it in LA, but because of some reason they just like one person so much more, or they think the other person's picking on them too much, that like it's completely one-sided.
Yeah, it's not always clear cut. I think it has to do with who the audience likes more. I think being likable is really, really helpful.
Absolutely.
I think just getting them on your side. A lot of times you can cut your feet off at the get-go if you say something unlikable or bomb something too quickly. That's why I never do an intro. That's why I never have a joke at the intro. I just kind of like,
it's a gamble,
go along with it, because you can really fuck yourself if you say something stupid before the battle even starts.
Famous case when Alex Cooper went to New York and made fun of who was he battling? He was battling literally like the most adorable, like their most adorable, sweet comic that like everybody loved. She had a very small, squeaky voice. They had her on a bunch of roast battles.
Oh yeah. Dina Hashem?
No, not Dina. She's a small white girl. Not small.
Maddie Smith?
No, not Maddie Smith. This is like season 1, season 2, maybe.
Oh, okay.
This is way back when. But I just remember
I was a
Alex,
newbie then.
Alex went over there and was just like called, I don't know, just like really like made fun of her up top, and it was not the best. Like they immediately just turned on him, and he was downhill from there.
Yeah, no, and I think I see that with a lot, including myself. I also get this advantage a little bit. I think, if you're a woman, well, no, it depends. You know, again, another case of it depending on the crowd, because some crowds just want to see a woman be ravaged.
Those are my favorite crowds. Speaking of favorite crowds,
especially a hot woman.
Speaking of crowds,
are you just gonna do that as that free transition?
Speaking of crowds that want to ravish women, no.
Oh yeah, this is a battle of two women. Our number
this
3.
This is a battle of two women. Yeah.
Our number 3, 2 of my favorite women.
2 of my favorite women, 2 of my favorite battlers. I've seen them battle since they started, and they're fucking hilarious. And
this is an LA battle. This is our home turf at the Comedy Store. We're
in the
gonna
belly room.
Yep, in the belly room. We're gonna take a look at Paige Wesley versus Sarah Fatemi.
Sarah's ex-boyfriend was anorexic, which is an extreme way to avoid eating her pussy.
Paige looks like she says the N-word with a hard artery.
Sarah's family is from Iran. But her body's from I sat, I cried, I called my ex, and then I ate my feelings.
Paige, that joke was a little long, but we all know you suck at trimming the fat.
Sarah would
that was my rebuttal, sorry.
Oh, no.
Paige is an impressionist on every piece of furniture.
Sarah was raised Muslim, but she's not religious. So 5 times a day she turns east towards Burbank and prays to get noticed.
Well, hey, Paige is a Christian, but she'll never have a Last Supper.
That was great.
Yeah, it was really fun. I knew it would be. It was we had a return of the wave on that one a little bit. We had Jamar, Jeff, and Digits come out there. That was fun.
New wave, dog.
Yeah.
New wave on the block.
I loved it. Sarah Fatemi really held her own there.
Yeah, it's really great to see Sarah to see how far she's come in writing, and also Paige is a phenomenal writer.
Always.
They each had almost, not pitfalls, but it was great. With that writing, you could see the level of battlers in the sense of like the IQ plays of like Paige knew Sarah was going to hit her on these few jokes already, like weight stuff.
Well, Paige
things.
always knows what she's going to be hit on.
Of course. And then Paige already had jokes ready for that. And then Sarah also had jokes ready for what Paige was going to do. Because she knew she was going to hit on the Muslim thing, and then, you know, used to being a virgin, now not, and then, you know, being on the dating scene, shit like that. Yeah.
Sarah's so funny to watch because she just gets so much joy out of her own jokes.
Yeah.
And out of the audience's reaction to her jokes. She just does a little dance of pride after each one.
She reminds me
it's adorable.
She reminds me like a little chihuahua that like spins around. She's just so excited when she nails it. It's so great.
Mom, look what I did. Look what I did. No. It's very cute. But, you know, I have seen in a few of her battles actually that she'll do a rebuttal, and then someone will try and do the joke. She just goes, wait, that was my rebuttal.
Yeah, she's very sweet.
But she needs to learn, which I saw Paige do. You got to learn the put one finger up when you're not done, you know, like
Yeah, yeah.
you gotta let everyone know, like wait,
Yeah,
I'm not done,
I
so you
go
don't
on.
have to kind of again interrupt the flow and
yeah.
like make it awkward by being like, wait, I wasn't done, you know.
I'm not finished yet.
Yeah. All battlers have to use the put up a finger trick. I think
Well-
I learned it from Keith Carey.
Yeah, Keith
He'll do it.
I do
You
wanna
gotta learn
say-
to command a room with one finger.
I
you guys.
used to just I'll do the pat.
Yeah, yeah.
The wait. You know,
Everyone calm down.
Yeah.
I'm about to say something brilliant.
Yeah. The genius.
Yeah.
Wait, one sec. Yeah.
We have our you ready for our number 2 battle?
Yeah.
This is the number 2 slot. We got a battle in London.
London, bro.
London. We're gonna hear some accents, I hope, unless it's some bullshit like Americans in London. But let's see. We got Ken Grinnell versus Ben Clover. Our London battle. Let's hear it.
So yeah, this is this pussy on standing to my right is Ben. He's really poor. He's so poor he brings the average down for other white people. He's struggling so much financially that Marcus Rashford said that his family are a lost cause. He doesn't like to reveal a lot about himself. I would say he keeps his cards close to his chest, but he doesn't have one, so.
I like him. I feel like I'm a kind of father figure to him in that I too only recently learned his name. And look, to be fair to Ken, right? He's a good comic. He's a professional chef. You know, he's a nice guy. He's a talented artist. He does sports and music to a high level. And when I hear all that, I'm just like, hey, take it easy. He's never coming back.
So yeah, as I was establishing, right, this is Ben. He, anytime a gig goes well for him, he treats himself to a 3-course meal. As you can see, it's been a while. He weighs the same as a text message. His kids were raised by 1.5 parents. I think it's amazing because Ben is shaped like the pole that his daughter will one day be stripping on.
I'm just going to do the maths quickly. Like my children raised by 1.5 parents. That's 50% more than you were, wasn't it? Let me just do the maths. 1.5 to 1. 1.5 to 1.
I missed that. I was staging and this guy was talking.
No, sorry. I mean, it's fine to drift back into memories of kind of the 2 seconds your dad was around. My children raised by 1.5 parents. You raised by 1.
Anyway, his jokes carry about as much weight as he does.
I am skinny, but that's because each time I fuck your mum, she gives me a dieting pill. Being Irish Catholic, obviously Ken was chased by pedo priests. That's a given. But thankfully, being half Jamaican, he could outrun them. Yeah, he just didn't want to. And you know why? It's because he was really desperate to call anyone, father.
Ken versus Ben.
Yeah, Ben Can.
I needed a translator for some of those jokes.
Super fucking British. Holy
so
shit.
British.
I needed yeah, that was like a Guy Ritchie movie. I needed tea and crumpets after that.
Yeah, I definitely didn't understand all the references, but I'm a dumb bitch. So no, it was fun. I do love how proper they are. Like I love how here we would be like, this bitch is so broke, and they're like, he is so financially struggling that
it was like watching two thesauruses argue with each other. It was crazy.
It's really fun. They pack another place that packs a lot of jokes in. So many fucking jokes in that battle.
It's so funny how like I don't know why it just feels like that audience is so like they had such crazy energy, and then they got up and then everyone got very polite. You know, they're like, "Hoo-hoo," you know, it was such a weird, even their DJ would drop the gun sound and be like a musket.
It's like pew pew.
It was crazy.
No, that was a lot of fun to watch. And Ken is actually the co-champion in London. So
and he's one of the big champions. So big ups to him. We are now having a nice little group of champions, right?
Yeah, that's another one. Paige can go battle. She can go to London.
Fight on top of the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, that's not London.
I don't know where places are.
The funny thing, like, that's not a joke. That's just like Frank thinks that. No, that was really fun to watch, but that was not as fun as it was. That was not the number one battle.
Oh my God, who's the number one battle?
Well, speaking of the number one battle, no, we got a what's that? Austin. I was gonna say Australia.
Yeah, that's like Austin is the Australia of America.
Yeah. No, we are not in Australia, but we are in Austin, and the Austin scene has been killing it.
They're fire. A lot of good transplants from California there now.
That's true. There is, but they're really into it.
Yep, they are Austin to the max now.
Okay.
Like, you know, when a player gets traded to a new team, like, you know, they're rocking Austin colors hard now.
Yeah. No, I'm excited to see this one. We've got our number one battle for this week. It's Dean Stanfield versus Marcus Oland.
And you might see an ass tattoo.
Oh, trigger warning, ass tattoo. Careful.
Yeah, you were the boys, dude. You were here recently, and what happened? You guys made a bet, and you had to get a tattoo? I had to get. Ben Horn was one of my really good friends. We started comedy together, after I lost, I had to get his initials on my ass. So. Do you want to show? We're not doing that. I mean, I'll prove it. I don't give. You want to show him the tattoo? You guys want to see his ass tattoo? Show that tattoo, Dean. Show him your ass. Wow, he's really going for it. Wow. Hell yeah.
Don't look at his cock, Dylan.
I saw it. It was fine. It's good cock. Good cock on this boy. Give it up for a good cock boy right there. Hell yeah.
All right. So Dean is born and raised in Texas. He's a real Southern gentleman. He's the kind of Southern gentleman who makes his cousin squirt when he fucks her.
Hey, Marcus's beard makes him look like a wizard, but his haircut makes him look like a grand wizard. Huh? Marcus moved to Austin just recently. It's about a year ago. He just thought this was the capital he was supposed to riot.
You were there too, bro.
Yeah,
you were there too, man. All right?
For the boys.
Yeah. Dean, you look like you use bath salts as seasoning.
It's Cajun fucking seasoning, daddy. All right. Marcus has a really long beard. He's been growing out for a while. He actually decided he's not shaving it till they put Hillary Clinton in jail.
I don't know if that's a roast or a compliment, but I'll take how you said it. Yeah. It's true. Me and Dean both look racist. It is what it is. But the difference is I'm dating a black woman, and Dean is carbon dating a black woman in his trailer in Georgetown, all right? He's doing redneck research on this poor woman, all right?
So, Marcus is dating a black woman, and is great. She has accolades, like she played college basketball. Very neat. She opened up for Joe Rogan. Actually, Marcus, the only thing blacker than your girlfriend is the shadow she's making you live in.
Damn. All right. All right.
Holy shit, that was a number one fucking battle. That was great. That had everything. That's one of my... Those two guys had, like, charisma. They had, like, fun.
Mm-hmm.
They were laughing, smiling. They had throwaways for everything. That was, like, a solid battle.
Okay, so the battle's a 10. How would you rate his ass?
Oh, fucking 20, dog. I want to hang out with that guy. He's got, like, the personality. No, it's all right. You can just send it to me on WeTransfer slow.
Yeah, put it in
but they
slow
both
motion.
seem like very funny guys who know exactly who they are. Very well written. They had very good styles. The jokes had they were clear and concise, and they were funny. Great misdirections. You know what I mean?
Yeah, super funny. Definitely a lot smarter jokes than I would have expected. Than
looking at them.
Looking at them, yeah, for sure. No, this was a really fun battle, and they clearly know each other really well, know themselves really well, know what's going to make the room laugh.
That battle made me want to move to Austin.
Out
of everything and all the people I know, that right there made me like, oh, I want to go hang out and see all this new shit, because that got me excited.
Yeah, they own their shit really well. Also, the carbon dating joke was great.
So fucking funny.
The
Joe Rogan's shadow joke was so good.
That's great.
That one hurt me, dog. I was like, oh.
I think that they were great jokes. I do wonder how much longer, because right now I notice every January 6th riot joke kills, right? Mm-hmm. You think that is a time-sensitive thing where that's only going to be for this year, or do you think it's going to be like 9/11, timeless,
fucking
classic?
Committing treason against the country's fucking timeless, baby.
All right, so we got a new 9/11.
No, we don't have a new 9/11. We got a new fucking what is it? I don't know. What are some famous Civil War battles that happened, like the Bunker Hill or Gettysburg? Yeah, you know.
Frank, I already told you I'm a dumb bitch. Don't ask me history stuff.
That was new. Yeah, I don't know. Colonel Mustard, is that a guy? I don't know.
Those were really fun. Those were all really great battles. Pretty straightforward, just good joke writing.
I think that's what we. After watching all these battles, we can It's not about crazy flashy stuff. It's about having fun, having good personality, and having very good, well-written jokes.
I mean, we love flashy stuff. We liked him flashing his ass. But no, the theatrics are always fun. Doing something different is always fun. But at the end of the day, we all just want to watch people fucking tear each other apart with some good ass jokes.
Yeah.
And that's what we got to see this week, and it was really fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, any other thoughts on these top 5 battles this week?
I loved them all. Keep doing it. Keep killing it in your region. Keep sending us great clips. Keep having fun. I'm so excited to see all these new battlers. And I'm really happy to see where this league's going.
Me too.
That is it for this week. My name's Frank Castillo. Follow me on Instagram. Follow Roast Battle on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok.
Follow me at Nicole Becannon on Instagram, Becannon. And also please follow the Roast Battle Commissioner on Instagram at RBL Commish. They're posting lots of content about the league, and you can get really into it. Start betting on it. Start those pools. Start a fantasy league. Let's do this. We're getting into it. We're getting everywhere.
Absolutely. Have a great week. Thank you very much.